My story actually started with Dean. Dean's story, to be honest with you. When I met Dean, I was at a real crossroads in my life. My life of a 10-year marriage and a 12-year law career. I felt like I was the walking dead. I was at that place where I felt a tremendous amount of disconnection, as though I was taking up space on this planet, that I was meant to do more. I was having incredible anxiety and panic attacks and a lot of depression, and I was super duper stuck. However, I had absolutely no idea which way to go in my life. And during this time, I had had a nervous breakdown and was having these incredible panic attacks. So I went to go get help, and I was looking at some alternative things to do. And I accidentally had an energy medicine session, like truly accidental, like between other more traditional sessions for healing. I had this energy medicine session by a woman who I'd never heard of the work that she did. I didn't know anything about it, but I got on the table and this energy session happened, and I had an experience where some fear and this panic that I had been holding in my body literally moved through me. I had never experienced anything like this in my life. 25 years worth of therapy and psychotherapy and medication protocols and everything else. I'd never experienced this. And I all of a sudden became very interested in what is this? And I found out that she was at this very well-known energy medicine school called the Four Winds, Healing the Luminous Body. I learned everything I could about it. I decided I wanted to get trained in it and learn more about it. And through that process, I met Dean. And Dean shared his story. He shared his story of his 30-year addiction. He shared his story of his 30-year trying not to be addicted. And he shared his story of a vision of someplace he wanted to create, that he found this sacred spot, this beautiful place outside of Sedona, and he was going to make this happen. And what really moved me was in the few years that he had been there, he had run up against just what appeared to be insurmountable obstacles, whether they were just logistics of where the land was located, or working with the government entities to get permitted, or financial, having loans approved and then failing due to the economy at the time. And never once did he waver from what he wanted to do. He was clear with his vision, and he was even at the sanctuary all by himself for some of this time because of his vision. And when I heard that, I was so moved, because in my entire life I had never had anything that I cared about like that. I never had a purpose. So much of my life was doing the right thing, or falling into what I should be, or reacting out of fear, fears of financial fears, or fears of not meeting expectations, or fears of being alone, all of this. So my life was completely molded and informed by a lot of fear and a lot of what I needed to be. So to meet somebody who said, I believe in something and I don't care what the world says, I want to do this, and it was service-oriented. He wanted to give to the world what he had been given, his own healing and his own healing from addiction. And although I don't come from that traditional addiction background, I understood trauma, and I understood depression, and I understood what it was like to be so stuck and wake up every day thinking, wow, another day. How am I going to get through this day? That resistance to even wanting to be alive, and yet getting up and doing the best we can. And to have somebody who had transcended that, who woke up every day and the question was, thank you, and how can I serve? I wanted that. So after becoming friends with Dean and going through the Four Winds, he invited me to become part of this. And I remember at the time, without hesitation, saying yes. There's a wonderful saying that many people share, but it's that God doesn't call the, God doesn't call God doesn't call the qualified, God qualifies the called. And I really felt that. I felt like I was being invited to do something and to come and be part of something and to create something that has never been done before. So coming to the sanctuary was really twofold. It was about coming and being part of something and supporting and growing something amazing. And it was also about my own hero's journey, about tapping into something greater, about finding what purpose and passion and meaning really meant, to want to wake up every day because I'm part of something, to wake up every day because I'm falling in love with life again, that I, for probably the first time, felt connected to myself, that I was living rather than just sort of waiting to die. And for me, it was absolutely a yes. And I ended up leaving pretty much everything. Don't think everyone has to do that, but I gave everything away. I think I had a few pictures that I had from when I was married, and I gave almost all my clothes away. I gave all my jewelry away. I whatever money I had, I wanted to put into something greater than myself. And ever since then, I've been able to be part of something absolutely mind-blowing, something that's never been created before. Being able to share in Dean's vision and help it grow, and then open up this beautiful space that has allowed in amazing people to come, not only have healing here as clients, but our practitioners, the staff that show up here. You know, we don't have to go searching. I mean, we get the best people in the world wanting to come here. And it's been like that from day one. I mean, before our doors were even officially open, we had people wanting to work for us that were at the absolute top. Harvard-trained psychiatrists that also knew about energy medicine. People that were out there in the world saying, we get it, you're doing something different and we want to be part of it. And I can tell you for the last 10 years, they have been part of it. We are a tight group of family, I would call them spirit family, of the greatest practitioners in their field that you can find anywhere. They're all here. And I can tell you, that's what makes the sanctuary what it is. The people that are here want to be here. The people that come here not only want healing, but they want to give, they want to grow, they want to have passion in their life, they want to have purpose in their life. And everybody here is truly living their walk. You know, it's not just walking and talking, it's completely embodying this medicine that we have here. And it's nothing short of an extraordinary experience.